host, Lilly Kissinger.
And I'm Cole Judkins.
Welcome back to the second episode of the Greyhound Express.
November 7th, 8th, and 9th, DECA members traveled to Bellevue, Washington to participate in the first in-person conference for over a year and a half. During the conference, members Leisha Ariza and Lilly Kissinger were awarded 2 of the 3 visionary scholarships allocated to Washington DECA members. The next event they're looking forward to is the area competition in January.
Speaking of DECA, the week of November 15th through the 19th was DECA Week. DECA officers hosted dress-up days as well as games and appreciation activities throughout the week. Dress-up days included Business Zoom, Dress Like Your Favorite Staff Member, Anything But a Backpack, College and Career Day, and DECA Blue Gear. Activities hosted included Staff Appreciation, where the officers handed out coffee, cocoa, and cookies to all staff members of the building. On Wednesday, Brooke Valor won Most Creative for Anything But a Backpack with her shop bag. Thursday was a goose chase, with the winners being Stephanie Ramos, Isabella Sanchez, and Andrea Garza. They ended the week on Friday with the first social of the year, playing DECA Jeopardy!
The high school recently welcomed the Golden Doodle Mango to the building on November 8th. He is currently working towards an AKC Star Puppy Program certification while being used in the student environment by staying in Ms. Castaneda's classroom. Ms. Castaneda hopes he will one day be able to help students that need his assistance anywhere in the building.
On November 6th, runners from across Washington participated in the state cross-country meet at Sun Willows Golf Course in Pasco. Grandview was proud to be represented by Jorge Morales, a 4-year varsity runner who made it to state for the first time in his cross-country career. Earlier, we recorded an interview with him to get his thoughts after being the first state appearance from Grandview since 2017.
November 23rd is the last day of the first trimester. When students return on November 29th, second trimester classes will start, putting us 1/3 of the way through our year. The first winter sports event will be held on November 30th, which is home basketball against Sunnyside.
If you have a story you'd like to have covered on the Greyhound Express, please send an email to 28197 at stu.gsd200.org.
On behalf of the Greyhound Express, we would like to wish all students a safe and happy Thanksgiving break. We're honored today to have Jorge Morales, our first ever guest on the Greyhound Express. How are you doing today, George?
I'm doing great. Glad to be on here.
Thanks for giving us the opportunity to interview you here. So I'd like to just kind of jump right into it. So the first question that we have prepared for you was kind of describing your journey to state. I know that you ran in middle school. How did that evolve from middle school to a senior now and eventually to state?
So starting from middle school, overall, it's just been a slow progression as it is in running. Just learning that how to run properly, how to adapt to the mileage, how to adapt to a ton of things really does take quite a while. So just overall, from there to now, my workouts have become much more bigger, faster, and just overall much more better. But it's just been a slow journey and glad to be here now.
Yeah, slow and steady. I gotcha. That's cool. Yeah. So second, was state really always the end goal for you? Was that like kind of since middle school, freshman year, thinking about underclassmen? Was state always what you were working towards, and was state always what you really wanted?
So state was one of my huge goals. Last year, obviously, it was a little bit hindered, but overall, it was one of the huge goals since I wanted to get the opportunity to compete against the best as one of the best for our school. And overall, it's just been a wild journey. Being there, I had a few friends with me, and it really made the journey much more pleasing. And just learning to enjoy the moments really did make it so much more better.
Slow and steady. Okay, so do you have any advice for future cross-country runners that are either aspiring to go to state or just looking to to better themselves, and even this can go beyond cross-country?
So overall, I guess the only one advice I'd really want to put out is consistency. Overall, consistency really does make a huge difference in what you do, no matter if it's a ton of mileage, low mileage, or even in other things, just in school overall. Consistency is one of those things that really does make a huge difference.
As long as you're making a little bit of progress each day, that's when you're going to kind of work towards your goal.
Yes, because then you're going to start getting that as a task, and once you stop doing it, you'll be like, oh, well, I got to go run. It just makes it much more better for you and for everyone else when you have people to support you as well.
Cool. Great. Thanks for making time to be on the show, George. It was great to have you.
I'm glad to be here. It's such a wonderful experience being able to be the first interviewee. Thank you,
George.